What's going on, guys? It's Brian again from Hop Sauce with another episode of Brian's Beverage Corner. And today we're going to be talking ciders. So I know the weather's getting a lot nicer, and obviously people don't want to be, cooped outside anymore and everything like that. And, not everyone's going to want like a heavy beer or something like that to, go with beer is summer and beer is an every season drink. But, and I know the fall is coming up quick. It's already the end of July. Like, that's freaking crazy. But, I think right now with the heat, you're not going to want to crack open a hoppy, weedy beer. You're not going to want something heavy. You're going to want something light and crisp. You're going to want something like a cider. And today I have, as you can see, 3 options out of the many, because I found out there were a lot more than what the store had that I went to. We're going to be talking about Julian Hard Cider from Julian, California. What's up, Eric? Good to see you again, my brother. So just to talk a little bit about them, a little background. So the one of the originating owners, his name was Paul Thomas, and ever since he was young, he lived, worked, and played in the beautiful mountains of Julian, California, where this company is mainstreamed out of. And after many years of making hard cider, with the local apples and going with the local orchards and stuff like that, he wanted to take his determination to the next level, and he wanted to make and decided to take the leap and start the first Southern California hard cider company. Once he began working to make a local pressing facility, there were various reasons as to why his determination only got so far. On the website, they talk about county zoning limitations, lack of water, drought, especially at the time, because they started. They started around 2014, 2015 era time frame, and the droughts were bad, and the unavailable and unusable land area. So he had to take his determination and his spirit somewhere else, and he partnered with his friend Andrew Brown, and they went up to Oregon to start this whole project. And now going towards the present, now they're able to actually make a full facility and be able to use the local resources down in Julian. So now they have 2 locations, but Julian was their home to begin with, and that's where they are now. So a little bit about the area that they're in. So Julian Hard Cider is located in beautiful Julian, California, a winding 1 hour back country drive northeast of San Diego, California. It's nestled in the beautiful Cuyamaca Mountains amidst all the apple orchards, grassy meadows, and oak and pine groves. I like the way they worded everything on the website too. So all this information is from their website. It's on their about page. I put the link to their website in the description of the video. Hi on them. So definitely go check them out, because I even looked into the area a little bit more, because the next point I'm going to make here. So that area has a rich and colorful history. It was a very active frontier gold mining town, and now it's very famous for its apple pie and its orchards and stuff like that. And it's on the famed Highway 78, known as the Brewery Corridor or the Hops Highway. There's a lot of craft breweries, small wineries. They have a tasting room there. So Julian does have a tasting room there. Restaurant, and everything. Definitely go check this out. Once this travel ban again in the area is a little bit lifted and COVID's kind of calming down, I will definitely be making my way out there on my days off, because I was looking at these photos. That it is so nice, and they have a lot of events that they do. It's a very active area, and so I went on their website. They have 6 major ciders. They have the Harvest Apple, which is their classic. They have this one that I have, which is the Paranormal. They have the Cherry Bomb, and they have Black and Blue. They also have the Apple Pie one, which is kind of similar to the Harvest Apple, but they add spices and stuff like that to give it an extra, something a little extra, just to make it a little bit different. And they have Razzmatazz. They also do. So they have merch. They have merchandise. Let me just move the camera a little bit down so you can see the logos. little bit better. But I love the artwork. I'm a huge sucker for artwork, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna move this to the side real quick. So every bottle has like a little story on the back. I will read them. So this is the paranormal. Now, when it comes to tasting ciders, you're supposed to go driest to sweetest. So I have pear, cherry, and then it's blue and blackberry. So they're all apple ciders, just mixed with different juices and different fruit flavors and stuff like that. So I have a feeling they're all gonna be super sweet. So I'm kind of just going with with my own lineup. So I'm going to be doing the pear, the cherry, and then the blue and blackberry for last. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the blue and blackberry one because I'm going to probably be comparing it to something else that I've had in the past, and I want to see from my experiences what the major differences are, if there's any similarities, because it is East. Because for me right now, with this comparison, it's going to be East Coast versus West Coast. So to start with the paranormal, by the way, I love the all-seeing eye and everything like that. I think it's awesome. So on the back, it says phenomenal. And it says, prepare yourself for an extrasensory experience. Possessed by the desire to produce extraordinary craft ciders, we've crossed the threshold from all natural into the realm of the supernatural. Paranormal is premium, 100% fresh-pressed hard apple cider, steeped in mint leaves and blended with pear juice and lime. Ooh, that's a really cool combination right there. That is not. I have not read any of this stuff prior to doing the episode. The only stuff I've done prior is the research on their facilities and stuff like that. They're also a veteran-owned company, which is awesome. Cause a huge supporter of veterans. My father is a veteran. My stepmom's a veteran. So, like, big shout out to veterans all over the country and the people serving now. So I thought that was just cool. Like, it's on the bottom of their website. If you go on their website and just scroll all the way down, it will say veteran-owned facility or veteran-owned business. So I thought that was cool. I wanted to share that as well. Just to finish off this bottle, enjoy with good friends and raise spirits, but be forewarned, there's no scientific explanation as to why the paranormal tastes so good. I like that. I like when places do that. They add something fun to the bottle, or like just to the experience that you're going to have with their product. And all these come in at 6.99%, so just under 7%, which is actually pretty good for a cider. If you look at like stuff from Angry Orchard and stuff like that, some of their bomber bottles, the bigger ones, and this is a little bit smaller than a bomber bottle. But if you look at some of their bigger bottles, you'll see like anything up to like 10, 12% because they're mostly dessert ciders. So these are cool because I feel like these are like any time of the day kind of ciders. So we're also talking about color today because I have a feeling that with the added juices, added fruit flavors, there's going to be some kind of color variation to a degree. I don't think it's going to be super like black and white, but I think it will be enough that I can talk about it a little bit. So this right here is the paranormal. It's not too much. A little more. I wanted to do ciders, like I said, because the weather is really nice. I always talk about sunny California. It is. I don't know what the weather exactly is today, but I know on the East Coast where my friends and family are, I know it's been extremely hot the last couple weeks. So looking at this cider, so basically standard cider color. I would call it like a champagne color if you want to get specific. It smells it actually kind of smells like champagne. I'm excited to try this. Not okay. It is sweet, but not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. So I've had pear ciders in the past. I've had Docks from New York. They're a really popular brand on the East Coast. New Year's beer right here, baby. 100%. I would 100% recommend. If you're not a champagne drinker and you're a beer drinker or a cider person, and these should be available all year round, by the way. So for anyone that has Julian's for sale in their area, I would 100% recommend the paranormal, as a New Year's beer. If you don't want champagne, because I know some people don't like dry champagne, but it's super interesting. So the aroma is subtle. It smells great. Like, don't get me wrong, it smells great. The aroma is super subtle, and the taste. Now it says it was mixed with like mint and lime. I don't. Okay, before I continue, I was gonna say I don't taste the lime. The end palate in the back of your tongue, that's where you're gonna get all the lime. The mint is subtle though. You can taste it, but it's not overbearing to the point where you're like, wow, it's almost like minty fresh gum. But I think it's cool. As I literally almost choke on it. So I really wanted to do ciders. I feel like a lot. It's very underrated. Very not very talked about in the craft community because a lot of people go to like bigger companies like Angry Orchard that's available across the country or like Strongbow, stuff like that. So to really dive into craft ciders, is something I don't even see it on like other beer shows and stuff like that. And I didn't go to Beer Happy this time around. They are a super small company. They've only been around for like 5 years, like 5 to 7 years. I think it's on the website. So I want to rate these on my own. I don't want to go based on any other judgments. And I think that's what I might do in the future. I might maybe just give the stat, but I feel like it's better if I rate it on my own with no judgment prior or look it up at the end. But now we're going to move on to the Cherry Bomb. So I like how the colors kind of coordinate to what the fruit is. I mean, some pears are brown, or like kind of like a little brownish or yellow, but I do like that this one was green. Obviously, Cherry Bomb's going to be red, and then the black and blue. I like how they made that blue specifically. But so here we go. So the cherry one. So Cherry Bomb. First off the bat, explosive. Our mission at Julian Hard Cider is to produce the highest quality traditional ciders with ingredients harvested from sustainable American farms. We present to you Cherry Bomb, an all-natural elixir handcrafted with juice from the famed, I'm going to really botch this name, Montmorency cherry. Really think I pronounced that wrong. This intensely flavored powerhouse of vitamins and antioxidants is celebrated for its health benefits and anti-aging properties. Might be looking a little younger, baby. There you go. Blended with our premium 100% fresh pressed hard apple cider, you have the perfect balance of tart and sweet with a respectable 6.99 ABV. And there's a little asterisk from up top. We're not saying that by drinking Cherry Bomb you'll live forever, but you just might feel that way. It might be more the alcohol than the actual fruit in here, but hey, Julian, respect. I see where you're coming from. So like I said, the Paranormal is definitely more of a champagne color, definitely more traditional cider color. I'm assuming there's going to be a reddish hue. And I was definitely 100% right. So this one is definitely more black and white. So that's the color it comes out. Now it comes out like almost like a darker rosé wine color, or like a sweeter rosé apple cider. And for those of you that don't know what there are rosé apples, they come from France. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right, I see you. I see with that aroma right there, that cherry. It's nice. I do like overall. I know I keep putting stuff down and moving everything. I do like the fact that the aromas are not incredibly pungent. I like that they're not punching me in the face. Now, some beers or some sour beers, especially anything with heavy fruit or a heavy hop flavor, is going to have that. Is going to have that hard aroma. Is going to have something a little like it's to basically just I bought Stone's, the triple IPA, the one that just came out. I haven't tried it yet. Apple cranberry. I can see that. Like the ocean spray. I can see that. But this is definitely like a sweet rosé color. And I'm excited to try it. You guys know I love tart, so we'll see. That literally tastes like cherry pie. This is like a cherry pie cider. Not super tart. Balance of tart and sweet. So the balance is perfect. It's not super sweet. It's definitely still. I actually think this might be a tad drier than the pear, which I'm not surprised, to be honest. But it's nice. It's very, very nice. I can see having this with dessert. The pear one, I know a lot of people can drink pear ciders in general, no matter what. I would probably open this up during dessert. If I had ice cream or like cheesecake with like a cherry glaze on top, this would be perfect. The pear one, definitely more fall, seasonal, if I had to put a season on it. Whereas the cherry is obviously more of a summer. It's definitely lighter in body, but that might speak the sugar content if the sugar contents are different. That's really good though. I love the flavor. I'm really happy I went with this. This was not a last minute option. I actually had this idea for a while, and I talked with someone at work about it because they told me they were more of a cider drinker than a beer drinker. And it really made me start thinking that maybe I should start hitting a different top. Like, I know I started doing the mixed drinks and stuff like that, and I've never touched ciders on the show ever. Not even on the fruity beer episode. We did Reds, but that's actually an apple ale. That's not a cider. For those of you that believe Reds is a cider, it's not. So, last but not least, I've been super excited to drink this one. So, a couple years ago, while I was still working at the liquor store, my friend Ty, who you've seen on the Biked Entertainment channel with us, he's from New York, and he invited me the one day when he was working for a radio station. They covered a cider fest, and he picked up samples from the event and brought them home and reached out to me and said, "Hey, why don't you grab a couple from the store?" Some like weird ones that are not, big name brands, and come up and let's do a tasting. So I was 100% down. I think we tasted like 15 ciders that night. And I think like 12 of them I think there was only like a handful that weren't good. I know one that I bought, it didn't taste right, and it was a rosé cider. So I like dumped it immediately because I'm pretty sure it was way past its date. But the one that stuck out the most to me, and I wound up ordering it for the store, and it was very popular when I first ordered it, and it still to this day, because I talked to someone that still works there, and they still have it on the shelf, and it consistently sells, is Original Sin's Black Widow Cider. It is a blackberry apple cider, and this is a blackberry blueberry apple cider. So I loved that one, Original Sin. I love the can. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, check out their website, Original Sin, and you'll see the Black Widow logo and stuff like that on it. It's super cool. But back to Julian. So 2 out of 2, fantastic. Batting 1,000. I do want to try their other products now. It makes me want to try their regular apple cider, their Harvest Apple, and that apple pie one. That looked amazing. I love I can't wait. I would love to read the stories on those bottles because, that's your bread and butter right there. If Julian's famous for apple pie, then your apple and your apple pie ciders are going to be your staples, your mainstream, your money makers, and everything else is just going to complement your business plan. So we go into this bottle. I like it. I like the blue. I feel like they picked a good shade of blue. It's more of I don't know if you can really tell in this camera. It's more of like a royal blue, which I think is cool, or just off royal blue. So on the back, it says, bam, knockout. I'm going to knock this one out of the park. Well, actually knock out like getting knocked down in a fight, but it's okay. Hard cider was once America's undisputed beverage of choice. From the founding of the colonies until the Industrial Revolution, now it's making a 21st century comeback. Hell yeah. Driven by the passion to create delicious, high-quality craft ciders, we've blended our premium 100% fresh pressed hard apple cider with the juice of American grown and sustainably farmed blackberries and blueberries. So I actually know this because I did research on it years ago. So the Oregon, Washington area actually has a very prominent blackberry and blueberry orchard facilities. And my senior year of college, I always talk about all these alcohol classes I took in college. They were for tourism, like hospitality and tourism majors. They were electives. I was not a hospitality tourism major, but they were options that we could take. And basically, from working at the liquor store, I decided to take any course I could to better know my product. So I took a vodka class, and our final project was to create a vodka company, and you had to make a premium drink or based on your vodka. And we chose a premium vodka that was distilled from I think it was blackberries and blueberries or blackberries and boysenberries. That I forget exactly which one we did. Shout out to Josh Brown, who was my partner on that project. We killed it, and they didn't give us any credit. We were the only ones that talked about the actual business. But maybe if I can find my notes, I'll make the cocktail that we came up with from that project on the show. But those flavors, obviously blackberries are more tart berry, and so is blueberry to an extent. And adding that coloring, especially if they added the juice to it, I'm definitely going to wind up breaking this thing soon. I can tell. I can feel it in my... Cool. So, talking about straight color here, this one will probably have more of a purplish hue or like close to like that smashed blueberry color, which is what I'm hoping for. The original Sin came out that color. It came out more of an off purple color. So I'm excited to see how this one goes. Oh my God. That is beautiful. That is literally a grape juice color. Dark. I'm actually surprised. So I kind of wish I brought out the 3 glasses and did them side by side to show you the difference, because I really didn't think they were going to be as abundantly different as they really were. And that's crazy to me. This one definitely has a more prominent aroma to it. It's not overbearing, but it's still definitely more, solid. I think this one might be my favorite. I'm already getting ahead of myself, but this looks amazing. Smells amazing. It's very sweet. So I'm kind of happy to do this one last. So it's exactly as advertised. This is great. This would be a nighttime cider for me. I probably wouldn't drink this like during this time of the day. It's 2:30. Probably wouldn't drink this during the day. It is a little bit heavier. I can feel like the sweetness in my mouth. But I thoroughly enjoy this. I'm actually going to recap this and drink this tonight because this is fantastic. I think overall, my favorite out of the 3 is actually the Cherry Bomb. I think that one was the more prominent one that I liked. I liked its subtle flavor. I liked the aroma that went with it. I just liked the overall presentation. But all 3 of them were really good, and I want to try the razzmatazz, and I would love to try the other 2, the apple ones. Maybe another episode in the making. If Julian wants to reach out to me, I'll definitely do another episode for them. Speaking of doing another place, like a brewery or something twice. Going forward, I will be doing another Kona episode. I don't know when, but I will be doing one on their seltzer line. They just came out when I did their brewery spotlight. I talked about their seltzer line in the end for a little bit. I'm definitely going to be doing that. It has been confirmed on the schedule. I just have to figure out what date. But overall, so if I had to rate out of 5, let's do out of 5. The pear, I would say like a 3.75, just three and three quarters. I think it was really good. I think this is an everyday cider. I think this is something that people will enjoy any point of the day, no matter what. If you want a day drink, I also love that the ABV is not too high, so you can drink this all year. Like they said, they're made all year round. You can drink it as often as you want. 3.75. It's really well done. I think it's better than I think everything that I had today was better than your average. It's just standard though. It's not anything extra special. It's pears, mint and lime. That combination was great. Very well done. Very well balanced. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, for you wine connoisseurs that also drink ciders, I know some people don't like sulfites in their wine. These do have sulfites in it. They are gluten free for all you gluten free people out there. You can drink these. They are gluten free ciders. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing here. So this was produced and bottled for Julian Hard Cider in Milton, Freewater, Oregon. So that's probably where their second facility is. It didn't say it on the website. I'm just going off of what's here. But yeah, so that's the paranormal. Cherry Bomb I would throw slightly higher. I think I would throw this at a 3.87. I believe it's almost to the point of high tier. I believe that the balance that they talk about is perfect. It's not super tart. But also not super sweet. It's a little bit drier than the pear. So if you're not a sweetness person, but you still like ciders, not your dry cider. Your dry cider is going to have almost like a bitter taste to it, but very, very minute. This one will be definitely sweet for you dry cider lovers, but for you regular cider lovers, I think this will be perfect for you. It's a 3.87. It is a little bit different. And just very well crafted itself. The black and blue I'm going to throw in the middle at a 3.8. 3.8 flat because I did like the cherry better. But it still ranks high because it is super, super, not super original because there are other places that do them. And then they have like the black currant ciders and stuff like that. But I do like the presentation. I love the artwork. I love how they present this cider. And I'm actually going to drink more right now, even though I said I was going to save this for later. It's just – did I even finish this? I didn't even finish the back of the bottle. I just realized. At JHC, we feel that the best experience are those that are shared. So we invite you to relax and enjoy our full-flavored, all-natural craft cider with friends and family. Black and blue, worth fighting for. I also like, all right, so it's cool. I mean, I don't know how many other cans. I don't see it very often, which is probably why I'm noticing it now. They have on the bottom, so their logo, the pickaxes are their logo, and then right next to it, they have the enjoy responsibly, and the please recycle. So a lot of companies will have on their bottles and cans please recycle because it's just a sustainability thing for the earth. But and I know on liquor bottles it'll say enjoy responsibly, but this is the first time I've seen it in like a big presence. So I always say at the end of the episode, enjoy your day, drink responsibly, because at the end of the day, safety is always priority. And I know we like to have fun. I know we like to do what we can, especially when we're not working. But we can't negate on safety. So once again, I want to bring all three of these back into frame here. I also like that they're like, this is like nostalgia, and you guys can make fun of me all you want. Powerpuff Girl colors. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Not in that order because Buttercup will be in the middle. But I love the way this is done. I cannot wait to go see these guys. I gotta get a GoPro. Because when I start heading out to these places, I want to film. I'm going to call them in advance. Talk to these guys. Try to get anything I can to get these guys on the map. In general, for everyone, not just Julian. But it's been fun. I love doing this, and I've been talking with Corey and Eric. We're going to try to bring a little bit more variety, a little bit more pizzazz to the show. I know it's kind of hard right now since I'm always doing live shows. So there's not a lot of editing, not a lot of movie magic. Not not a lot of movie magic in these episodes, so I apologize if they're a little stale every week. But I'm trying my best out here. I work a lot, and I don't have the extra stuff, the editing software, to do anything super crazy. But I want to give you guys the best show. Eric, I will talk to you. I talk to you a lot, Eric, because you're my friend, and I love you. But big shout out to Julian Cider. 3 out of 3, 1,000%, batting 1,000. Love it. We'll definitely be seeing you guys again in the future. Look out for the next episode when I do the other 3 ciders, because I think I might do another cider episode soon. I don't know if it's going to be theirs specifically, but I think I'll do one. Pizzazz the live show. As always, enjoy your day, drink responsibly, and until next time, I'm Brian from Brian's Beverage Corner, signing off.